have talked about like actually what is Laravel, okay, how the Laravel is actually working. So now if you have to know like about like why should we have to work with Laravel, so we have to work with Laravel just because of that like it has provided some easy functionalities to us to manage our code and like code base actually. So suppose that like I was working over a like very big project, like currently like we have choose one admin theme. So in an admin theme what we have to do, like this course is first I would like to say like this is for the persons who are just starting from the beginning to the end, and I'm just using very simple and easy language. And if I am like speaking a very much faster, then you can mention me in the comment section so that I can improve myself as well, okay. So guys, what is if what if like I was working over a very big theme. So like you can see I am here like in our recent last time we have downloaded this nice admin panel. So what we have seen, like we are seeing this. So what we have talk about, like we actually talk about like we will gonna make this license free and like use for general purpose and all, like that was the like external part and all, like. But first of all we would like actually get this know like how we can separate our HTML like in the same way. So let's start. You can understand that like this one is the sidebar panel which is working from this toggle. You can understand like this one is the header bar, and there is something like called this is the footer is here also. So there are so many things available in this actual section. I'm so sorry, but there was so much late night and all, so just because of that I'm just getting tired. So okay, so let's but we will not gonna make it like in the hard and fast. We will do it like by understanding in the ways, okay. So first of all what we will do, like we have this template. So you can see like every template whatever I am just gonna opening, though all of the templates are containing one of the things. So what we have to do, we have to like take one HTML. Now we will gonna use some HTML functions like blade function, which is like push, which is like stack, which is like script, which is like yield, and which is like section and content and everything else, like whatever like available like the functions with the Laravel. So let's start. So first of all we have to go in our htdocs directory. This one is my htdocs directory. In our recent video we have installed our actual example app. So we will open this example app inside the our VS Code, okay. So first of all I will open my CMD, I will open my git bash terminal because I like it, because I'm working over the Linux actually. So like that way this is in my habit to be working with that. So what I will do, php artisan and serve. What this command will do, it will run your particular project over the like custom line. What is say, oh sorry, okay, we have to go inside the example app. Now in this example we have to run this php artisan sub. What is happening here? Example app, okay. So what this will gonna do, this will run like your local on your local environment. It will serve your application. So we have started our application. Now we will open our application inside the our VS Code. So I have opened my code inside this one. You can see I have this like actual folder of Laravel where we have not settled anything yet. So we will gonna like see our terminal. Our terminal has been served already our application. We will directly click over that like this URL, and may this URL will not copy like this, no issues. Okay, I will gonna copy directly it from here. Well, like if I am just clicking over there, it should have to be open. Okay, it is already opened. 10. So you can see like Laravel 11 has been changed this particular layout. Wow, and it's looking not nice again, still as like before. It is not looking again good, but no issues. Like what is providing vibrating ecosystem, okay, robust libraries, Laravel news, Laracast, and documentation. Okay, this is Alana Falana Dinkana from the Laravel. So no worries about it. What we will gonna do, first of all, if you are new to Laravel, so you can see what if we are going inside our routes folder. There we have two files, console.php, web.php. I would like to say this is our updated Laravel code or updated Laravel version like framework 11. So just because of that other files has been removed from here, okay. So this is the web.php. In this web.php we have a general route. This general route is like redirecting us to the welcome blade. So what is the welcome blade? Welcome blade is basically where which is welcome to us. This welcome blade is has that code, and just because of that code we are just actually able to see your code here. So okay, no issue, that was okay. So now what I will gonna do, I will just go inside my resources and views, and I will go over the welcome blade, and you can see if I will write here Govind, so you can see here Govind is here. So that means we are actually at the right template. Okay, so what I will gonna do, I just want to delete this because I don't want any welcome blade here. So if I will now do this, so it cannot able to find the particular welcome blade, so it is giving me error. Okay, in our upcoming videos we will try to understand and handle these actual errors and all via the exceptions. So for that you should have to connect with the developer school, so that you guys can learn about this as well as far. So for now what we have to do, we have to create one function. So before doing that, I would like to make you understand about the layouts and all, like how to things have to be worked. So suppose that we are working over a Laravel application where we have to separate the admin and front end. So what we will gonna do, inside the views folder we will create a folder named admin. So this is our folder the name, and I just okay, I just clicked over here and I will type admin. So just based of that, I just can able to create the admin folder. So inside this admin I will gonna create one file which is named index.php. So now the question is coming, if I will write the index.php, that file is running or not? So first of all, that file can be run, that file can run, but the thing is you cannot able to use all of the blade functionalities with it. That was the simple question, was every time asked in the examination. So I think so this is the task for you guys. You should have to create this index.php file and just try to do that code inside that and try to understand what will be happen if you are doing this without blade and while using the blade. So that was the important part. If you are a developer and going to become a good developer, then you should have to understand these things actually. So what I have did, I just did blade.php I have made. Now I will Govind right here again, and I just go here inside the welcome folder. I will write admin and just admin dot, I will type this index. Okay, so now I just did this, or you can see Govind is again representing to you. So what this dot is actually helping me, this is parsing the directory. So if I have to go inside the directory, so I can separate that by the dot. In Laravel interviews, this was asking if you are in the view file and if you have to parse the view file by the directory, what you will do. So what we have to do, we just writing set if some file inside the particular directly and we have to go with the view function, we can directly use dot. So that means if the file inserted or existed inside the admin folder, so what we have to do, admin dot that file name, and we can access that. If you guys can answer like this, that your file interviewer will understand you have the knowledge of core concepts. Because I have seen many peoples who cannot even answer what is the use of dot slash function, which is represented your current directory or not. The guys cannot understand that, which is simple thing, and you guys should have to know about that, because that is the actual functionality. You guys have to be know about that. I'm not telling you that was a shameful thing or something else, but this is some important things. Because of that, if you guys are calling yourself a developer, you should have to know about the basics as well. Okay, so what we have did, index dot we have made one file, so this file is calling already. Okay, now in this admin folder we will create something I will call them elements. Okay, I will making elements name folder. What I will gonna do, inside this element folder I will create a header, footer, sidebar and all. Okay, so I will create inside this header, header header dot blade dot php. Okay, so I have did this. Now what I will gonna do, I will gonna make another file which name is footer dot blade dot php. Okay, now what I will gonna do, I will gonna make one file, another name is sidebar dot blade dot php. Okay, so we have separated three files: footer, header, sidebar, index, blade. Okay, what this will gonna help us, now we can separate our header, footer and sidebar, and we can include them inside our index app. That is okay, that is cool actually, that is actually cool. Now what is the index file actually? So is that like index file has to be called directly and we should have to make an entire function inside that? We can do something like that as well, or something we can do what, like we can create a layouts.blade.php and that layouts will be included over the particular index blade, so that like every file can be used that one. So I think so like the, if we are creating a layouts.blade.php and in that file we can include our header, footer and everything, so like that will be a easy part, I believe so. If you guys believe so, that you guys should have to go with that flow. That is not a like a hard and fast rule, but that is like required if you are just making a big application to be like making your application in some parts, so that your like whenever persons are coming to your code, they can understand what you are gonna do. So that is a detailed course of Laravel. So I think so like I am just taking time, but I would like to explain you all of the things which are the core concepts of it. So like if you are just sitting around any like teams of developer and they will gonna ask you, why should we have to make a layouts.php, brother? So then you guys can answer that like we should have to separate our models inside some small models, so that we can use our file easily. So that is the way actually you guys can explain your interviewer, your friends and like your seniors. If you are working with them, they guys will quite crazy with you. I know they are already following this and you guys are also following this, but if you are new with Laravel, you should have to follow this and you will love gonna this when we are just done with it. Okay, so I will gonna do what, I was creating a one file and another, okay, inside not element, outside the element. So outside the element I just create a file, just a second, okay, what is happening? Okay, now layouts dot blade dot php. So this is my layouts dot blade dot php. I will gonna like let you understand about everything, but give me a little of time so I can explain you first about the all of the things. So first of all, I will gonna close my all of the files, just index.blade.php and just layout.blade.php. I will gonna like keep it here. So if you gonna see, if I will like something else here, you will not see this is here. Why? Because we are calling our index file. We are calling what? We are calling our index file, and index file is containing only this go with. So what if I will use like @include, okay, and like this, and then I will type inside this like just a second. What is our file name? Our file name is layouts, layouts. Okay, so I just called in I just called a file which is name is layouts. Okay, now if I will gonna something like do, so that like it will gonna give you error. So now what I was talking about you guys recently, like about this dot slash and all and other things. So if I will do like something this like we have folder like admin. Okay, so this is the admin, this is dot, and this is the layout. If I will gonna do like that, so you can see we can able to access this. Now if I will gonna something like this like dot slash and something like this, okay, so it is still giving me error. Okay, if I will gonna do something like this, it will still gonna me give error. So this is the actual part to be understand in the Laravel, which is what, if you are using some common functions of like include, push, stack and every method, they will gonna work from the root, and root means inside the view folder, because we are using what here, we are using view here. Okay, we are using view here, so every function will start gonna work from this view. And that question will gonna ask you in some interviews, like if you are using some layouts, so what will be your root directory? So you guys have to say like, sir, if we are working with Laravel, then we are just calling our view files with the view method, and view folder, view like function has its root directory as the view folder inside the our like actual resources. So that if we are calling any layout function and all, we have to give the file name from the root folder name. So if you can see inside our view folder, we have one folder name is admin, and inside that admin we have layouts.blade.php. So I think so like that makes sense to you, है. I think so like that is coolest thing you will gonna understand and learn and out. So now I will remove this from here. Now you just understand like how we can call another file from here. Now you can see I haven't that file or something like that inside here. I have that text inside this layouts one. Okay, but I'm calling my index file. still it is showing. Why? I have just written my name spell Agovind. So I have written that name inside the layouts blade, but it is showing me inside the index. Why? Because I have included it. Now in the interviews there was some question like at the rate include and at the rate this one, and that is something at the rate include once. So that is something okay, that is something also. So that was something which is like always asking inside you in interviews, like what is include and include once, require and require once. But understand, if you are working with Laravel and with the functions of it, like, so that is not the part of the actual PHP function. They are the function which are created with the PHP functions include and require ones. So like include and require. So this is the include one is the function of the blade one. So if you are using with at the rate, you are actually accessing it with the blade. So there's the function name which is the include, not the include one. So that is, you don't have to be mind about it. Include and include ones are the different concept, because we are not using at the rate before it. So if we are using at the rate before it, that means we are using the blade at the rate include function, which is actually including the layouts. Okay, so I think so like that makes sense to you. Okay, so now in this layouts folder, what we will gonna do, now this I will gonna in this side this I will gonna inside this nice admin, and I will gonna open any file. Okay, and I just try to copy it inside this here. Okay, if I just copy simply it, now you can see like something will come here, but not everything will gonna working fine. Why? Because we haven't included our HTML CSS with, like we have. So now here, like what we will gonna do, we can like check it here, like I am just here. Okay, you will see like we cannot able to see our JS, CSS and all because we haven't included yet. So we will go now inside our folder. We have one asset folder. Inside this we have CSS, image, JS, CSS and vendor and all. So I just copy this assets from here, and I just come to my public folder and I just paste this assets here. Why I just not extracted from it? Because I would like to go up with, actually like I don't want to like do a more work. I just want to make them separated. So I just use this assets because I am just downloaded nice admin, and nice admins actually included these things via this assets. Okay, so now if I was like do something like this, that is not a good way, because we are working with Laravel. So we have one Laravel standard, which is just a second, I just did this multiple time. Okay, so we have one Laravel helper. So I will call this curly braces here. This is interpolation brackets, which is allow us to use PHP syntax actually. So I just use asset function. Inside this I can now call this asset function inside this curly braces. I will gonna paste this file URL as this, and if I will just refresh this, so you can see over my this, what over my this, actually some of the things are actually working and some will not work. Okay, just by this actually my some things has been working started, because my bootstrap is already working started. So if I will go now like inserted all of the things and all, then everything will start work. So first of all, what is our duty? We have to use this asset function for the everything. So for just like doing this faster, I was doing like something this. So we have this before we are inserting this. Okay, and I just pressed out it as like that, and inside this we haven't needed for the first one, so I just removed from here. So for all of the things we have this one, and now what we have to do, now we haven't like any common file actually. So if we are working with like this, so every PNG file and all are being the part of it. Okay, so like you can see we can select this .png like this. Okay, and I will gonna paste something like this, then bracket, and then our curly braces. So some of things are already resolved from here. Now I will just like do for the CSS as well. So for this CSS I just again do this again, and my bracket, and then my curly braces closes. So some of other strings already start working again. Then we will gonna do find out other things as well. where like our curly braces are calling. So here we have some folder like files with the jpg as well. For that we have to do this again, like this and space this. Okay, so like we haven't, like we already fixed some of the things with this way, like we haven't to go like over the every file and all, and we have fixed some of most of, okay, not every. Now we have remained with the js. So I will like for the js like this again, this and curly braces. So I hope so like every file has the connectivity. Now you can see everything is working actually perfectly. So today what we have did now till now what we have just actually included these of the things. Now we have to do what, like suppose that this one is my layout file. Inside my layout file I would like to remove these of the things. Okay, so I have removed this, like whatever the comments are actually, because I don't want those comments. Okay, I want my code like actually simple and sober. Because of that I am a good coder, I can able to understand what you want to do, like something which I was thinking actually. Don't like take it personally. Okay, so this is it. Okay, then my sidebar. So I have to remove this sidebar. Then this one is my main id. Okay, so this main is removed again. Then this is the footer. Then the footer code is for this, I just removed as well. Okay, so now this removed, and these are my vendor.js files, and this I was closed from here. So you guys can see like some of the things like we have to separate now. So first of all I just cut the header from here. Now we can do some separate things as well, like for the like you can see that we have some simple css files which have to be included over every file, and some of the things which don't have to be included every file. For that we can use at the, so in some of the Laravel videos like you guys see like people are using @stack, @push and @push. So suppose that I would like to give you the example of it. This is my element one. Okay, I just created one css.blade.php. So I just created css.blade.php. In some examples you will gonna see like people say are using like @stack stack here. Okay, I would like to explain only. Okay, so this name I like, suppose that I will give this name css. Okay, and then I just cut this area and just paste this inside this, and you will see people are using @push actually here, है ना. So I just use again and push and @push. So I think I see like people are asking me about like what is the actually @push, and push and stacks. Okay, so if I will do something like that, my css will not gonna work. Why my css actually not working? It is just because of that. You should have to understand like this is the only thing that we can use inside the layout. If like if this css like this one is the css file, this is the external file actually. We are not including this file inside our layout file. You can see I haven't include this file anywhere inside. I am just using the stack. So where we can use the stack, when we can use the stack, or like where we can use push or and push, like if we are working over one file like header file, footer files or something else, so that like we have some external css or js there, then we can use only stack and push method. So those layouts which are not including directly inside your file, you cannot use actually those files in that. Not directly means I mean to say like this, which are not actually part of this one. So here you have to use like @include. Okay, Arey yaar. Okay, so here what we can do, we can use @include as well, like include something like something, and then we can tell the name of the file, and the file will come up to here. This is the first elements. Okay, elements elements, and then we have css. So we have did something like this, and now I will refresh my page. You guys can see like I think so. Okay, I haven't removed this one. Okay, so now this will work. Okay, so why we have used @include, we haven't used @yield, because we guys can use @yield as well. So this is the main question. This is the main question which you have to be prepared for the interview. Why? Because interview will ask you like what is the basic difference between yield and include. Okay, so yield is working as a placeholder. Placeholder means you have to replace some content with the particular thing, you know, particular place. You have to like write down something else, which is like this is working like something str replace. So somewhere something like written script, you will replace that entire content with that. But this is also important, like if from the entire file you want to insert some of the specific content. I will give you the example later, but understand why we have include here, because include will come in use when you will insert any file directly in your file. So I have used css here. Okay, seems like we will create one js file. So that js file is named as js.blade.php. I like request you guys, if you like my videos, please like, subscribe and share. This give me motivation. I was like spending my time, even like throughout I am not doing like freelancing and all. I have freelancing works and all, but still I am not doing that. Just because of that I would like to teach you and all, but I want some inspiration from you guys, like I am doing something good or not. So please like, subscribe and share with your guys, so that I get more followers, and I just got enthusiast to create the videos for you guys. This is just it. This is my like very kind request to you. Okay, so this is it. So I have created one js file. What we will gonna do, I just called this file like here. Okay, so this is my include, this is something else. I just give it the name js. So this is the js one. So now you can see my js is also included here. Now the same thing I have to do with header. I just use header. Okay, so I just remove this css and js. I will go with the header. Inside the header I just write out the code, and then I will just cut the footer. Okay, and then I will go inside the model like blade of footer and just paste the footer here. Then I will go to the aside. Okay, and then I just cut it from here, and then just paste it inside the sidebar also. Now what we have to do, we have removed content something from here. Okay, so let's paste it here, and then paste it here. So first we have do what, we have to include our header. So what is our header? Our header is all about from element dot header header. Okay, so our header is here. Then we have sidebar. Okay, side sidebar. So we have did sidebar here. Then we can call our file name is footer. So this is we have did. Okay, this is simply we have did, and you can see still our all of the things are working, like these everything is working. So we have separated our templates, and now we can use that everywhere. That can be everywhere. Now one thing is coming, we can use it like instead of this title we can use @yield here. Okay, so I will use @yield yield. Okay, and I will write something like title. I will let you know why I was doing this. I would like to pass the dynamic title name. I am not doing actually SEO currently here. I would like to pass the every file name from every file, so that's why I just created this. Okay, now this is the main content which is the common inside the every file. So for that what we have to do, use @yield again. So I was type @yield, and I just write here content. Content I can give it to the any name, but I am just giving this name here. Okay, so I just cut it from here. Okay, I just what I did currently, I just cut it from here. Okay, and this and everything is separately comment. Now I just this did so far. Okay, this did so far. Now I have this include. So you can see like this is not working. Why this is not working? In like some of the user experience and apps, you will see like some people are doing with this. So first of all we don't have to use this yield here, because we are using yield as a placeholder, and placeholder has to be this layout file, and that layout file is already yield here. So we have to use this as a section. Over the section we are passing this title, and this title will be replaced by this home. Okay, done. Then here we have to use extends. Okay, because we have to extend the file with the layout, not include the file, because we have included the file inside the our particular one. And now you can see here we have our home as a title, and our all of the layouts are the separated, and everything was working quite perfectly fine. We have separated our every layout, sidebar, footer, header, and everything as well. Now I will giving you example of another example of this. Like suppose that I have one page another which name is G1, like ABOUT, about. Okay, so I will copy this about. I just type the about here. Okay, what I have to do simply, like I would like to explain you why we have to why we have did these alana filana tingana things. So for that I have created one index.blade. Now I will create one about dot blade dot php. I just did this simply. Okay, I will gonna copy the code of it and just paste it here. And if I want to like separate something here, okay, I was to give you example of this, so I just remove this. Okay, I just only remove this, and I just want to close my div. So my div is closed, and I want to say it as a about. This is I have did so far, and you can see now this is my page. If I will go over the about, you can see about has this about. So this is the benefit of actually creating the layouts. In this we have understand what is extend, when we have to use extend, what is include, what is stack, what is push, what is end push, what is content, what is yield, how to separate files, and all of the other things. I just tried to explain you all everything about the files and layouts. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe my channel, and share with your friend, so that I get the motivation to like teach you. Thank you for watching @Developer School.